G'day everyone, welcome to the Bothy. I'm Chris.
I'm Al. G'day.
Saw some interesting news this week. We did, didn't we?
Yes.
There's a private citizen that is criminally prosecuting former Victorian Premier
Mr.
Dan Andrews.
When I decided to do this, I did have a quick conversation with a friend of mine who is a police prosecutor. And
Okay.
this person is very pessimistic, and she will tell me the truth all the time. And I told her about this idea of a private prosecution against Daniel Andrews, and a second had not even gone past when she said, "Yep, that's the only way to do it. I'll help you." And that really gave me the courage to go all the way, because she's a very high-ranking police prosecution, and she knows what's involved with prosecutions. So private prosecution, for those who don't know, it's doing the job of the police basically, but as a citizen or as an entity or an organization. So, Consumer Affairs, when they take someone to court, that's actually a private prosecution. It's not the police doing it. It's an organization doing it. So this is the exact same thing. And the organization doing it will be Reignite Democracy Australia, not Monic Smit.
What the charges will be, we're not exactly sure. She's getting some legal advice on all of that. And she's got a fundraiser going at the moment that I think's raised around 120,000 to put toward legal advice. She's actually going to prosecute it herself.
Yeah.
That 120 is just for her gathering legal advice, and then she will do a citizen's prosecution. She's been through this. Monic Smit is her name, and I'll leave links to an interview she did with Topher Field talking about this prosecution, as well as links to her Instagram and her Facebook. I'll also leave a link to her website.
You'll never get on.
But you won't get on because it's blocked. So, Monica, I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but we can't get on your website from any of our
Google, DuckDuckGo,
phones,
No.
laptops, tablets. I tried everything today, couldn't get on. We just tried again here to make sure it was still the same and not just my stuff. No go. So while she's a bit coy about how this proceeds, she doesn't want to give too much away what she's going to litigate. We would like to give her some advice. Because Dan's one of our very favourite people.
Oh, we love him. Love him.
He didn't make our dinner party list.
No.
No. Would have been good to have him there.
Yeah.
Could have sat him with Mike Tyson. So here's some ideas, Monica. If you're stuck, I'm still sure you're not, but if you are, in 2014, before he came into power, he said that he was going to get us out of the east-west link and we wouldn't pay a cent. Not a cent.
How did that go?
Cost us $1 billion. He abandoned it on day one, and it did cost us $1 billion, and 11 years later, we're now building that road.
Yeah.
For a lot more than we would have, or not that road, but that route. We're actually pushing ahead for something similar. He was involved in a hit-and-run cyclist accident where the cyclist hit his car, but he couldn't get up and run.
Well, yeah, the cyclist hit him.
Well,
was he stopped?
No, he was driving.
He was driving. I thought his wife was driving.
Ooh, I don't know whether I'm allowed to.
Nobody knows who was driving.
The vehicle was being driven. These are questions you need to ask.
Yeah.
Who was driving the car?
Yep.
Where was he
Yep.
when the police arrived?
Well, I believe the police weren't exactly too honest about that, the event, and what went through it. And I think they tried to brush it under the table.
Sounds like some of that might have happened. We need to be really careful what we say, because we don't want to get ourselves in the middle of the legal argument that is currently before the courts. But there are lots of questions. We don't know the answers.
Yep.
Yeah, did he fall down the stairs? I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Well, someone knows.
Yeah, did he give a statement on the day to the police, or did he give it a week later, like some of the stories are? I mean, we just don't know. They're all just rumour and speculation. So, yeah, how would we know what you did, Dan? It doesn't seem like you're being very forthcoming with the information.
We only know what we know through COVID, and what a splendid character he was.
He spent a lot of money, money like water.
But he spent more money than the Australian government spent.
State-wise, generally, yeah. Exactly right. So let's run through some of the wonderful things he did, mate. I've got a little list here. He a lot of this brings back some bad memories. He shut down small businesses, and a lot of them never made it back.
Yeah.
They became permanent closures. He kept families apart.
Yeah.
Disgraceful. He made your home a prison.
Yep.
You're barely allowed in your backyard.
I know.
Bad luck if you didn't have a backyard.
Yeah, I know. What were those poor buggers that were living in the high-rise?
Yeah.
What else?
Staring out the window.
Horrendous.
He set people against each other about whether you're going to get vaccinated or not.
And try get people to grass you up and say that you were doing the wrong thing.
Mandated what is now known to be harmful vaccination treatments.
Yeah.
All the vaccines that were available then are now banned in that form.
I don't know, banned isn't the right word.
In the form that we had them in 2019, banned.
Okay.
There are still variants.
Do they call it banned? I don't think they use that.
Banned or withdrawn.
Withdrawn, yeah.
AstraZeneca withdrew theirs. Pfizer, the one that I had, the Pfizer I had is banned, and Moderna's is banned. But there are new variants.
That are only half the dose that we were given.
And mixed with a flu shot or something else, other sorts of vaccines. What else did Dangerous Dan do?
Well, he was the king of the ring, wasn't he?
He made it illegal. Yes, he was. He made it illegal to move about. He couldn't shop where you wanted to go. He couldn't exercise. He couldn't socialise. Couldn't play sport. Couldn't drive your car. Couldn't fish in your boat. Couldn't play golf.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And as you just pointed out, he was the king of the ring.
Yeah.
The Ring of Steel.
Yep.
What a farce that was. So, yeah, I think deep down he probably thought initially he was doing the right thing.
But don't you think power went to his head?
Power went to his head. Exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
And then it was stick it to the people.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dictator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just...
Yeah.
Yeah. If there is a God, and I do hope there is, he'll get his comeuppance when he goes up or down. He's not going to.
No. And it turns out he's a concealer of corruption, mate. There's a whole hoo-ha about this Commonwealth Games fiasco. I mean, we're paying compensation to Scotland and the Commonwealth Games Board for games that we never held.
Yeah.
And games where the government was advised they couldn't be run for the budget they set. They could never do it.
Yeah.
So, Monica, can we please prosecute Dan for all of those things? Start with anyone you like. And then when you're found to have won your case and he's been found guilty, start on another one. In the meantime, we should all support Monica in her push to take Dan down.
Good on you, Monica.
Well done, Monica. The other thing he did do is he surrounded himself with clowns, mate.
Yeah.
He surrounded himself with people who would be no threat to his leadership.
Yeah.
And then when he walked away, it left nobody good enough to lead in his... Yeah. So what do we got now?
Yeah.
We got a real mess now.
Yeah.
Anyway. Jacinta, come on. So, Dan, I hope you get your upcomings. I think there's nobody in Victoria that wouldn't like to see you prosecuted. So, Monica, good luck. Run hard, and we'll all be supporting you through your appeal and through spirit.
Yep.
Good on you.
Good on you, mate.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.